Alright, I'm kind of part of the way into this already, but you ever notice that sometimes your AC, your air conditioner just ain't really blowing that good? It could be the fan, the blower motor, and it could just be that your evaporator core is clogged up. Your evaporator core kind of looks like a radiator on your vehicle. It kind of works like one too, in a way. But you know, it gets dust. Like in here, we've got a cat, sometimes two cats that ride with us. Well, dust, hair, all that stuff gets sucked right up in there, and it'll eventually clog it up. And that's what we've been experiencing. I've got a 2007 Freightliner Century, and like I said, I'm kind of part of the way into it, but I just thought I would kind of show y'all what I'm doing here. So stick with me and I'll get right back to you. Plus my wife just walked out. So you've got, right here is your fan motor. You got a cover that goes over this, of course, and up here also. Also, while I'm here, if you want to know information about your truck, like gear ratios and stuff like that, if you can find this tag, component information, most of the time on these it's right behind this dash panel and it just pops out. There's no screws or anything, it just pops in. But it's got, you know, a lot of your information on there that you may not know. Somebody has cut, there should be a filter right here. Somebody's cut mine away, or cut part of this away. I don't know why, but you see all this dust. See that dust and stuff right here in the corner that I just got on my hand? Well, your fan, your blower motor is right in there. You see all that dust on there? All that stuff, your blower motor sucks that in, and then it blows right out this way, and your evaporator, see this little gold screw, there's a little cover right there, and your evaporator sits right back here. And all this junk, see all that? Without this filter being here and stuff to catch a lot of that, it just goes into your fan and whoop, right around and into your evaporator. See? You wonder why your AC isn't blowing good? That right there could be the culprit. So to get the fan out, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. This footwell duct that blows air down in the footwell, there's a screw that goes here, and then there's one over here that's kind of hard to get to, but you do need to drop that down to get these 2 back screws out. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this other screw out. I've got all of them out but one. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it out, and I'll get back with you in a second. Now on mine, to get the screws out for the fan, it's a Torx bit. It's a T20 to get these little screws out for the fan. You pull those out and it should just pop right down. Huh. There we go. All right. You see all that on that fan? See how dirty that is? All the way around through there. All that stuff goes right into your evaporator. If it makes it to your fan, it makes it to the evaporator. See, watch. Look at that. You see that? It's cat hair and people hair, dust. I mean, it's, you see how clean that one blade is compared to them others. So what I'm gonna do, also, check these wires occasionally, because they do get a little bit warm up in here. So, you know, if you got all this taken apart, check that stuff out. You pull up, and push at the same time. And there you go, you got your fan out. These, depending on where you get them at, I don't know. I am going to be looking online to see if I can, you know, like it maybe Rock Auto or you know, Dorman, or I don't know. Just I'm gonna look and see if I can find these a little bit cheaper maybe, but they generally run a little over $100. I think right around 113, anywhere from 110 to 130 bucks, you know. So they're a little pricey, but I mean, if you want to stay cool, then it's worth it. Alright, so this is what I use in mine. It's called Cool It Evaporator and Heater Foam Cleaner. Real simple to use. As you can see, it comes with a little button that goes on there. Alright, so as you can see, I pushed the button down and I didn't mean to, but you put this little hose on here and see it dripping right there? That's where your AC would be dripping normally. See it dripping right back there? That's where your AC drips. Well, I've got this hose just a little longer on mine, but you take and run this tube up in there, and when you get to the firewall right here, when back up inside here, you're gonna have to kind of wiggle that hose to get it to go all the way. Alright, so we're using a toothbrush, an old one, and you can see all that stuff right there that we're pulling out of the evaporator. See all that crap? If your AC isn't blowing good, that right there could be your problem. And not only is it just nasty, it's, you know, that stuff sits in there and gets wet and it gets moldy. So you're breathing that stuff when you turn the air conditioner on. Alright, so we got it pretty well cleaned out. I mean, that is nasty. And I clean mine out every year. That's nasty stuff right there. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all this button back up and everything. I gotta cut the grass and weed eat and all that before we leave out for California. And I just wanted to share this with you because it's getting hot out there, and it's time for people to start using their ACs and everything like that. And I mean, one of the first things I did, I had mine serviced. So anyway, I'm gonna get this all put back together and get this video up here in a little bit, and we'll talk at you later. This is Price, and I'm out of here, Timfo.